Noisy Pixel.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to episode 75 of the Noisy Pixel podcast. Here where we talk about games, but mostly about ourselves. And I know that we have been absent, but we're back. And I'm Azario Lopez, and with me is a full house of your favorite nerds. We got Brian and Lee.
Hey, hi everybody.
Did you get a haircut, Brian?
I did just cut my hair.
The COVID
The COVID cut, where you just say,
COVID
"Hey,
cut.
give me the one all around." Make it easy for you.
I was looking at YouTube videos of a YouTubed Korean boy haircut. How to give yourself a Korean boy haircut. And then that's what I've been doing to myself for the past month and a half.
It looks pretty good. I thought that haircut looked familiar.
My name is Mark. Mark is here too.
We got Mark Damati.
What's
Mark.
going on?
Tell us about your new camera that you got.
My new camera is a camera that gets hated on because it's a little old and it has a mirror, and everyone's about the mirrorless, if anyone knows what I'm talking about.
I've heard about it. I don't even grasp what the concept is.
The concept is I bought a 4-year-old camera that's worth money, and I'm proud of it, and everyone can F off, if they hate, because it's fantastic.
Works for me.
Would you have paid the same amount of money for a camera that came out this year?
Yes, it was the same amount of money, the camera that came out this year, and I contemplated it. But for my purposes, I needed something that was a little more durable.
Your OnlyFans.
Is it like one of those, like using a typewriter versus a computer to write novels sort of situation?
It's just DSLR versus mirrorless, and my camera is like twice the size of everyone else's camera at the moment. Probably.
And the camera community is bigger, better.
Sometimes.
Because I feel like it's more like cumbersome, and you can't really get those angles.
No, it's also more durable.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always getting the angles.
I guess it's good for what you like to do.
I just like the size, man. Size matters.
I think you're just compensating for something.
He's got the big DSLR. That's what he's got.
Definitely have a telescope lens that's large and compensating for many things.
There you go. That's all you need. There's a lens.
A little bit of compensation.
Feel good about yourself. Also with us, Jacob Kavanaugh.
Greetings.
Do you get like annoyed when people refer to you when they say your name? They're like from down under, and they say
honestly, it's kind of funny. At this point, it's kind of funny.
Episodes.
I just want to know if it just pisses you off.
Honestly, no. I because there are way too many Americans in the world. I can have something special around lots of people.
I will never say that you're from down under. I will just refer to you as Jacob, my friend, who I respect.
Aww.
What an honorable man.
Let's actually talk about some crap that happened this week. We are in next gen, you guys. Woo!
Yay!
Yay! Catch me getting a PS5 in 2022.
Yeah, seriously.
If you guys thought that my rant about the Oculus Quest 2 in the last episode and all the shit and hoops that I had to go through was exciting, well, let me tell you what, gang. It's just as bad in this next generation. So I picked up the Xbox Series X and I turned it on and I went to the TV settings and basically it said, "You're a cheap motherfucker. Your TV is shit."
Buy a better TV.
I was like, fucking hell. Like, I just spent this money. And, you need a good TV because then you're just playing an Xbox One, Like, it's counterintuitive because you bought this thing, but you're not actually seeing the power. You're just seeing 1080 or 4K, 30 hertz, whatever, 60 hertz. But once you get into those 120 hertz, that's when things get pricey. Mark knows well on this.
Yeah, keep talking about TVs. Sell all the TVs.
He's the TV guru.
Let me just look over at my like $130 TV that's just been sitting there for 2 years.
Dials.
It's just a huge box.
Yeah. I prefer those CRT TVs when I'm playing anything below like PlayStation 1 or Nintendo. The shitty thing about the flat screen TVs, LED, whatever, is you can't play light gun games. Like it's impossible. The lights just don't register, so you need a CRT TV if you're ever.
Yeah.
All my old all those old Capcom games that came out and Konami games where they were House of the Dead and stuff for console, can't play any of them. They're just paperweights. So I did that, and then I hooked the new TV up. Then I realized, Mark,
yes,
that I don't have the proper HDMI 2.1 cords. Don't have the 2.1 cords, and my splitter is not 4K at 60 hertz because they don't make splitters at 4K at 120 hertz. But
wait, does the console not come with an HDMI cable?
The console comes with an HDMI cable, but I send my cables through a splitter, which
I
then
see what
goes
you're saying.
to an Elgato.
Gotcha.
So I had to plug it straight to the television while I was like trying to see how good it is. And
man, sometimes I understand these words.
I'm just saying crap that I saw in forums yesterday, so I don't really know what I'm saying right now. Like if you tested me on what this means, I won't be able to tell you, but I will tell you. So I'm getting my roommate stoked on next gen, like, oh, it's gonna be all these graphics, it's gonna be so cool, HDR, 120 frames, and so I turn on I get the Watch Dogs and I upgrade it to the Xbox Series X version. And the thing that I sell my roommate on is that loading screens are going to be a thing of the past. And the first fucking thing that comes up on Watch Dogs, first fucking thing is a goddamn loading screen. And I mini threw up in my mouth, and I look at my roommate, and he said, "This isn't impressive. This isn't as impressive as you
led me to believe." Yeah,
sure, the loading time is faster than what it was on the Xbox One, but it wasn't as promised on the side of the goddamn box.
Sounds like a Watch Dogs problem.
Yeah, I think it's a Watch Dogs problem because I was watching some comparisons for PS5's Miles Morales, and the load times on that are like super fast. Like crazy fast, yeah. Like you'll hit continue game, you'll immediately boot in without anything. What
is cool is they have flash reloading, so I can turn off a game and then go back to a game or whatever, and it starts where I left off in that game. It's pretty interesting. It doesn't close the app as I'm like navigating my stuff. It like freezes the gameplay.
Oh, it's like a minimized sort of situation.
Yeah. It's very interesting. It's really cool. Other than that, I'm currently playing my first review for next gen game is going to be Devil May Cry 5 Definitive or Special Edition, whatever it is. And I loved that game. And if you're going to make it better, by all means, do your thing. I got the Xbox Series X. This show would have been a lot different had I not purchased a pre-order for PS5 today. I was planning a rant around that, but I got one in, and I'm okay. I'm okay. I was having a fucking breakdown before though, and that's it. This brings up a good topic, is that are we going to get a fucking year of re-releases, PS4 to PS5, like Cry's special edition? Are we just going to get a bunch of fucking special editions?
I feel like initially that's probably what's going to happen, just so that we have so people can continue to play stuff while the actual games come out.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, honestly. Are you ready for the same games to be releasing again for the whole next year before original titles actually come
Works
out?
for me. I skipped a lot of those games, so I'm cool to play the PS5 version.
It's just like we're in this situation where a game like Assassin's Creed Valhalla running on my launch day PS4, I was super impressed. Yeah, it did chug during some moments, but the graphics that they pulled out of this 8-year-old machine was very impressive. Very impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe they had PS4s back in 1940.
Did I say what did I say? 8 years old.
You said 80. You said 80-year-old.
Oh. You did the good math. Yeah, so I 8 years old, 8-year-old machine, and it's kind of a testament to what they're gonna pull off on these new consoles, I guess. But I do see that growing pain of special edition, definitive edition, just anything to get out of this upgrade thing that they're doing right now. Like you get a free upgrade to next gen consoles right now for some games, but with this Devil May Cry 5 special edition, it's not an upgrade. It's not a free upgrade. It's an actual. You have to buy it. You have to rebuy the game.
And your save doesn't carry across either, so you can't. So if you've put like 200 hours into the bloody palace, grinding out all those really fancy, awesome taunts, now go do it again.
Yeah, and I guess the best thing about it is that they give you all the DLC. And I never purchased the DLC for it. I did the free updates or whatever, but
because for like the tail end of like PS4s and stuff like that is when they started doing all those remakes and like definitive editions and like enhanced editions and all that stuff. I feel like it's just really bad timing. They should have just waited.
Yeah, let the developers have a little more time. I think the launch lineups for both consoles are not.
But
so
Brian, my money.
Everybody's like, "Oh, PS5 has the best lineup." Why? Because Spider-Man.
What lineup?
Fucking what was that? Dark Demon Souls. You fuckers didn't like Demon Souls when Atlas published it, and now you're all sucking its dick because what's his name? Miyazaki fucking fucked you over with Dark Souls, and you're like, oh, Demon Souls is my favorite game. You fuckers didn't even fucking play that. I remember when that fucking game was $10 at GameStop used, and maybe even new, and no one was. I remember there was an interview with Atlas where they were like,
why would I play Demon Souls when Dark Souls exists?
Just and you wanted me to drop some knowledge on you, Brian Lee?
Sure.
Motherfuckers.
Fill me in, bro.
I have never played a Dark Souls game. I've only played Demon Souls. So who the fuck is better? Who's the real fucking fan of Demon Souls? So all you little bitches who are jumping on the train right now because you watched a few fucking speed runs of Dark Souls in your time, and you complained about Dark Souls 2 and thought they fixed it in Dark Souls 3. I heard you, all right? But I was still playing Demon Souls. And that's all I have to say about that.
Good one. Yeah, I haven't played either, so
well,
it wasn't even on my radar.
I've played Dark Souls.
I tried to play Dark Souls. And then my friend was trying to get us to play Dark Souls 3. And when he was doing it, we were watching him play. And like immediately, he's trying to get my friend started. And it's just hackers, tons of hackers, where he couldn't play the game like all day. And I was just like, yeah, this is why I'm not playing it right now.
The only time I ever played Dark Souls was at Dark Souls 3, and it was an event at E3. And it was just because we got to do like a presentation by Miyazaki, so I had to play it. It looked fine. I did play, what was that other one? Bloodborne. I did play that.
The one with the fish at the end, right?
Yeah, I did play that for a while. It was cool. But to that point, this strange hype that you have for Demon Souls, because let me tell you a little something about Sony. The reason why Atlas had to publish that in the first place is because Sony didn't think you Western assholes would have liked this game, because you guys cry about tough games all the time. Put an accessibility feature in it. God damn it.
Accessibility isn't even about making the game easier. It's about making it so like people can experience it.
Yeah,
it's all right.
I remember playing Aladdin. Right? I remember playing Aladdin on fucking Super Nintendo and only being able to get to the end of the first level, and I was fine.
That's because you suck.
That's because it's a terrible game.
I actually played that game recently, and I was like, "Wow, this game is so short."
I remember fucking Lion King, where I couldn't get past the Prince song.
That was a hard game. That was a hard one.
Yeah, and you know what? I was fine. I remember playing Diablo and on PlayStation and not being able to get very far. I was also 11 years old, so. But games are inherently hard, and there's hard games and there's easy games. But I don't remember complaining about the Nintendo and Ninja Gaiden fucking me over countlessly.
Ninja Gaiden is a ruthless game, or could be.
Yeah. Yeah. So accessibility features, let me rephrase. Okay. I don't mean like button remapping or options to control the game better. I mean difficulty.
Yeah.
I mean just straight difficulty of a game. And the creator's choice to control that difficulty or not. Yeah. Like in Sekiro. Like if they don't want to put a difficulty option, they don't need to. And you shouldn't really cry about it. That's all I have to say about that. See, Mark, I told you today was going to be a good episode.
Did you? When did you say that?
I feel like
this podcast is like Azario's little therapy session.
Well, this is what we get. This is what we get when we don't have an episode for 3 weeks. I just build up all this,
all this tension.
All this spite.
We haven't had you on the on the therapy couch for a while. You have all
I haven't left the house in a few days either, so it's a pandemic, literally. So
yeah.
But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. You guys got anything to say, Brian? What are you up to?
So I haven't been playing much. I've recently picked up Sea of Thieves because it was like free on Xbox Game Pass, and my friends were getting into it. It's pretty fun. I kind of like it. I kind of dig it because I feel like for a type of game where you're just kind of just dicking out with your friends, like Raft. Remember when we played Raft? It was kind of like that, where you just kind of randomly are on a boat and have no real thing to do other than just be on a boat. And
hey man, there's a lot of things to do on that boat. All right.
Did you run into any other players online?
Yeah. So my friends and I, we were on this island, and there's like voice chat in the game, so you could hear like other players try to talk to you. And so this one dude came up to us and says, "Hey, don't kill me, and let's hang out." And so we hung out with him, and then we left the island, and we were spying on him with our sniper rifles to watch him get into his boat. And then we killed him, and then we burned his boat down, and we left.
How do you feel about yourself?
I feel pretty good about it, honestly.
Wow.
He went to the helm of his boat, and I sniped him from pretty far away with a really shitty sniper rifle, and I felt pretty good about myself.
Brian is the absolute paragon of human decency.
We're pirates, okay? There's no such thing.
Jacob, what are you up to? Oh shit, you're up to so much right now. Can you just choose like two?
Can I choose two? Okay, so I'm waiting for one thing for my Switch to actually function before we can finish that. Man, we just got up that Kingdom Hearts.
What did you call it? Memories of Melody?
I called it Memory of Melody. You called it Memories. You called it Melody of Memories. And the title,
not a bad name.
No, it's not. But the game's actual title is like Melody of Memory, and been getting it wrong the whole time. So we just got the name of that game wrong everywhere.
It's the game's fault. It's not you guys' fault.
Yeah, it was pretty funny, but not our fault.
Just call it Kingdom Hearts Mom, and then your problem solved.
Yeah, that's
exactly. I'm too used to calling it Kingdom Hearts Mom, like KH Mom.
I hear it's a good game.
It is. It's pretty fun.
Can you listen to Let It Go in it?
You can listen to Let It Go in it.
Let me tell you something. You can hate on that song all you want. It was overplayed. I get it. It's a really good song.
It's not that I hate the song. It's just it's one of the
version. The Japanese version of that song was really good.
It's not that the song's bad. It's just that it's like, yes, my favorite song from the Frozen world in Kingdom Hearts. Let It Go.
Yeah.
Where was Boss Battle 2? I wanted the Scold theme. That was so cool.
I like how Kingdom Hearts 3, when they had the Frozen license, they used it as a chance to show Square Enix used it as a chance to show their like graphical abilities, and they did their own little Let It Go music video. Like,
because apparently
that's right, where it's like a 1-to-1.
It goes on a little too long, and you could tell they're just like trying to like do their best.
Yeah.
Like, it has no reason to be in there. Like, they didn't have to include it.
I mean,
like
considering
requirement, maybe it was like Disney's requirement where they made them put that song in there.
It was probably just the fact that it was probably the fact that they actually needed to put something in there, because judging from the lack of anything that actually happens in the Frozen world on screen, they just needed filler of some kind. Like, you go into the gallery mode, like, you know the gallery mode, right? KH3 has the special photo mode.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can't use any Frozen characters in that world, and the only location you can use from the Frozen world is that my favorite part of the film was where the giant ice wolf darkness thing pops out. Remember that part of the Disney film?
Yeah, I was. I think I saw a like YouTube video where they did a theory on why that level was so shitty. Where because I think what happens is like there's a team for every property, for like every Disney film property has its own individual team, and I think the game plan for that stage was to like have Elsa be the villain in that like whole story, but they had to like scrap it last minute due to their
Disney.
due to Disney being like, no, you can't do that. Blah blah blah. So they were like, well, we're just gonna make this wolf a bad guy, and boom. Remember that from the movie, guys? This wolf, and then we got some filler time. Let's put this music video in here for Let It Go. I think we got it. Frozen world done.
That was magical.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm like, that sounds like a very reasonable theory. So I'm inclined to believe that's true.
But it sounds like it's a good game. I'm picking it up on launch day, so I'm getting it on Switch.
I love the fancy rhythm games are like based, and it's got like, whilst it's missing the Kingdom Hearts 3 good tracks, it's also got like all the really good tracks from the previous games, and then I can cry my little heart out over Vectors of the Heavens again and eating ice cream with other people.
What about Simple and Clean?
Can you imagine if the game launched and that wasn't on there?
Oh, don't worry. It's the first.
Everybody would lose their fucking shit.
Don't worry, buddy. It's the first song you hear. Like, it plays before you had to play Simple and Clean before you can get to the tutorial. It's like, why not put the tutorial here? But okay,
it's just all Simple and Clean like remixes. Like, that's the only song. It's a bunch of different remixes for Simple and Clean.
Just fan-made remixes too.
Yeah, but from what you say, I think that game could have been a lot worse. So I'm pretty excited about it.
You're playing an Otome too?
I am allegedly playing an Otome. It's called
Cafe Unchante.
There is a 90% chance that the dudes are. I've spent a lot of time in this game, right? You can count all my minutes on maybe more than one hand.
About Monster Boys.
I've been busy. We'll get there. We'll get there. I've got another thing.
We dumped the Kingdom Hearts review on him pretty quickly, and it was a very fast turnaround. So good on Jacob for throwing
Everyone
away.
Give a round of applause. Everyone give a round of applause.
Yay.
We've also got No More Heroes reviews coming out soonish.
Yeah,
ish.
But fuck Exceed for stealth launching that shit. You know, that's what they get.
It's like, okay, cool.
And that's coming from Azario, who loves Exceed.
Yeah, well, when Atlas put Persona 4 Golden out, they told us it's actually a Nintendo thing though. Like Nintendo loves the exclusivity of it all, and since it was announced in their direct, it's more on the lines like anything announced in a direct, you're not going to get early review codes for. It's not going to happen for the contracts that they sign with Nintendo.
Okay,
but yeah, we'll have those up soon. And Mark, what have you been up to?
The last 2 days, especially today, I've been bouncing around a few different freelance projects, especially some upcoming videos for yours truly, noisypixel.net. But it's been a grind in a circle. It's been a circle of life, honestly.
You have some hardware reviews coming up.
I know. I actually just had another box arrive today, so shit's getting real. It's getting real.
It's the holiday season, and we're gonna try to help you out, listeners, with some stuff that you can spend money on.
Yeah, we got some new hardware.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit you can buy, so why not buy our shit?
Yeah, I definitely bought too much shit, and so now I don't think I'm gonna have a Black Friday this year. But
they started Black Friday early for like a lot of sites too. Where like Black Friday started like earlier this month or something.
It's like whoever wants a Black Friday, there's something going on for Black Friday right now. Thanks, Corona.
Hey, at least no one's gonna get trampled this year, right? This will probably be the 1 year that no one gets trampled from Black Friday. So
can't get trampled.
I'm kind of excited. I'm vegetarian. I don't know if I've told you guys over 100 times already, but I go pretty hard over Thanksgiving.
Yeah. What's a vegetarian Thanksgiving look like for you, my man?
Well, when meat eaters such as yourselves eat turkey, there's actually a chemical in turkey that tries to mutate your cells into turkey cells, and that's why it turns into melatonin, generates melatonin, and you fall asleep to fight back these mutated cells.
Gotcha.
So in reality, you're actually being slowly turned into a turkey.
Okay, question here.
You say that like it's a bad thing, dude.
Question here. What is this thing you call Thanksgiving? We don't have that here because we celebrate.
Go back to the down under, you asshole.
Colonialism. It's the same thing.
Thanksgiving is when us Americans came and kicked everyone out of this goddamn.
Oh yeah, so it's the same.
This is ours now, and then proceeded to eat everything on the land.
We have one of those too. It's called Australia Day. It's also colonialism.
Thanksgiving is kind of fucked up, you guys.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not just realizing it now. It's pretty fucked up.
Isn't it called? Don't we call it Indigenous Peoples Day now?
Do we?
I don't know.
I know some people do.
Yeah, we're very anti-Columbus Day, but Thanksgiving, don't fucking touch it. Don't fucking touch Thanksgiving Day.
Thanksgiving is just pre-Christmas for me, man. I don't even consider it a holiday. It's just a pre-Christmas.
Well, I go pretty hard with like tofurkeys from each place. I get the Gardein, get the Harvest Roast, I got the Trader Joe's, the trifecta of tofurkeys.
Have you tried to form a tofurkey into the shape of a turkey?
Like the fucking duck turkey shit that you guys do?
Get like a mold and just try to make a turkey shaped.
It's not moldy. It's not like Jello. I don't know.
You might be able to do it,
you're
man.
Picturing in your head.
You guys should just have some fairy bread. Just save yourself the bother. Get some bread, throw some butter on it, and just dump some hundreds of thousands on it and call it a day.
Yeah, I'd fuck with me some fairy bread. That sounds good.
I don't even know what the fuck fairy bread is.
I just described it. It's buttered bread with sprinkles.
And sprinkles, yeah.
I had to have
confetti cake and think about if you had to make that on a budget.
Ryan, I had to have everyone explain to me. I had to have everyone explain to me today what pog means, and I learned that it's not. They're not referring to the pogs.
Yeah.
Hang on, what's a pog?
The coin slammers.
Well, I just thought it's like there's like FT something or TFW or something that people say, and I think it's like the fuck win, but it's like a moment
FTW.
No, it's that feeling win. That feeling
win. TFW.
Yeah, that feeling
it's for the win. That feeling win.
FTW
I read it
for the win, and TFW.
I read it as the fuck win.
I've never seen FTW before.
For the longest time, I didn't know what it was, and then so everyone's saying pog, and I didn't want another situation like that on my hands, so I just let them say pog, and then I was just like today, I was like, you know what, the fuck?
How many people have actually been saying it? Like Josh?
I have never said it.
A lot of people say poggers all the time.
Yeah, they say poggers. Like I can't grasp the context because they use it in different ways.
Well, it's like when people like, I think yeet has become like a catch-all for like a lot of things.
Oh yeah,
I just say even when it's not in the context of throwing something.
I just say yeet is like
I don't know any of these other ones.
I know skeet.
What's skeet?
Oh man, you know that song that goes skeet 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 motherfucker. Yeah. Freaking, one of my friends didn't know that that's what they were saying, and they thought they were saying ski like skiing.
I was younger. A song had the word cock in it, and I actually thought they were referring to a rooster. So when I sang it around my dad, he got really upset with me, and that was that. And I was like, "What does cock mean? Like, what? Stop saying it!" I was like, fine. We didn't have Google back then.
Yeah, Urban Dictionary wasn't around.
No, it wasn't. No, it was not. Guys, I think that might be the show. I think we should cut it there because
we got real vulgar towards the end there.
Tut, guys. Tut.
Thank you for letting me rant about my next gen stuff. And
you're welcome, Azario. That'll be $3,000 per hour.
I have to pay you to be my friend.
Brian, I don't think there's a space in therapist.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening to episode 30 or episode 75. I don't know why I said episode 3.
How did you get
thank you for listening to episode 75.
I think he's a secret time traveler. He's got an 80-year-old PS4.
Yeah. That's how
we're on episode 3 of the Noise Podcast.
We'll pause time. Thank you guys so much for listening. We try to do these every week, but if we don't, whatever. Can't hold us to anything.
You can't put us in a box.
You can't put us in a box. So thank you. You can find us on everything at Noisy Pixel News. We're on the Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Be sure to follow us and talk to us because we need friends. You could follow me at Azario Says on Twitter. You could follow Brian at Brian NP.
NP, it's just Brian. Yeah.
NP, it's just Brian on the Twitter. Jacob
at Jacob PFZE because I was desperate for names, apparently. We just haven't changed it since.
All right. And Mark, you can follow him on Instagram at markd_arts.
Look at his photos and stuff. They're really cool.
Oh.
Yeah. Just really close up micro shots of his ball sack. You can't
that's
tell it's his
everyone
ball
actually.
sack.
Every photo. Every single photo is just incognito ball sack.
That shows his true skills.
The raw power of Mark.
Creativity.
It's just micro. See how much you can get away with the Instagram.
That'd be pretty great if that was actually an Instagram. Like, just every image is just ball sack. And he just has to be really good at Photoshop to not have it come.
Sorry. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great week. Talk to you later.
See you.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.